Okay, hi everybody and welcome to another video. First of all, thanks very much for clicking on this video. Now I'm out today just showing you a couple of products from Onewind on a couple of different videos. So the first video that I'll be showing you is what's inside here. Inside here is a Ridgeline for a hammock, or the hammock tarp should I say. Now, I'm quite good at knots, but not everybody is, and if you're not quite good at knots, this is probably a product for you. It makes things a hell of a lot easier than trying to learn a load of different knots like the trucker's hitch, prusik loops, overhand loop knot, all them sort of knots that I've used on tarps in the past, using the hammock tips videos that I've got in there. But also if you've got children or something and you're trying to get them into hammocking and you give them a Ridgeline, this is ideal because it's so simple. So basically what it is an overhand loop on this end, similar to how I set my tarps up anyway. So by passing through the reel through there, you created one end of your Ridgeline on the tree. And then there's a couple of prusiks and then obviously a tensioner. And it's really simple to use. So I'm just going to get straight into it and talk you through each step. Alright, so what we've got here is just the Onewind Outdoors reel. So first of all, make sure your prusiks are sort of all together for the time being, and you've got enough to go around the tree that you've chosen. So I'll need a little bit more than what I've got there. So just sort of feed the prusiks down the loop, down the Ridgeline even, and then take your overhand fixed loop knot, go around your tree, like so, and just pass the reel and all prusiks through that, and just tighten that up. And that is one end of the Ridgeline done. Very similar to how I tie my Ridgelines, but I use a peg to sort of come back on myself, but that is really nice and simple. Okay, so all we're doing now is we're just going to feed the reel around our next tree and come back to about here. Bring in the prusik with the tensioner on, just so you can see it, and then we're going to utilise the top half, so the U shape of the tensioner, so this little bit here. Okay, and just go around that, pull your prusik out a short second, and then just pull back on itself to tighten. You can use the prusik again to tighten again. That's it. And then just see the longer bit on top with the teeth sort of going off in an upward shape angle there. Just pull the cord back through that just to lock it off. Just do two just to be sure, and then use the supplied carabiner just to clip this to your Ridgeline to keep it off the ground. As simple as that, and that will give you a nice and taut Ridgeline. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you how to attach the prusik to a tarp without the little clips that I've used in the past. So just pass your prusik loop through the loop of your tarp and just stop it off with a peg. Okay, and that should just act as a little tie-out point, and then you can adjust using the prusik. That's the idea of a prusik loop, so you can move it to where you need it on your Ridgeline, but then when you apply a bit of pressure, it don't move. So in high winds, what I normally do is add a little bit of bungee cord onto the tarp tie-out point here, and a little clip that I can clip straight into the prusik. But yeah, that's one end done. Let's go and do the other. I'm going to do the same again on this end of the tarp here. So just get your loop of your tarp and then your prusik loop. Just feed through there. Again, I use little clips normally for this sort of thing, so makes it a lot easier to just clip on. So once you've pulled through, and just use a peg or a twig off the ground or something, just as a bit of a stopper. And you can see that the tarp is sagging, but using the prusik, you can tighten it up. And with a Ridgeline as simple as this, there's no reason for you to ever have a saggy tarp ever again. Okay, so yeah, this has been a quick look at the Onewind Outdoors sort of all-in-one complete Ridgeline, and I've shown you how simple it is to set up. So if not seen your thing and you want an easy setup for a Ridgeline, this is probably the way to go. It is a little bit bulky to carry, and it's probably more aimed at camping rather than bushcraft, because obviously the colour is bright orange. But yeah, if you want a child to get into hammocking, for example, and knots are just too difficult for them to learn, this is the way to go, and it's going to make things a lot simpler. I will use this in a couple of camping videos just to show you how easy it is to set up once you're out and about on the actual camping trail, rather than going through step by step as I have done in this video. So if you like this video and it's giving you a good idea about this Ridgeline, please give the video a thumbs up, comment, let me know what you thought, and if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel by pressing this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.